Hey guys, Jarell here, GreyWolf TV, back with another reaction for you, and this time we're on to a brand new series, and what we're going to be watching is thanks to you guys, because I ran a poll for the last 2 or 3 weeks on both Patreon and on YouTube, and by a 75% more or less, 74 point something majority, you all voted for The Haunting of Hill House. So that is what we're starting today. I don't know anything about it. All I can tell you is I love anything that is remotely decent and to do with horror. So I am looking forward to this. I don't know whether it's documentary style or it's set in the past or it's just a normal haunting of a house. I guess I'll find out. Let's go watch episode 1.
Okay, Nellie? You scared? That's okay. I get scared too sometimes. What was it?
The bad lady.
Oh, her again?
What did she say?
Where was she? Oh boy. Guess we better take a look. Now I know that bent neck lady is really scary. But that's all she is. She's just a little spill.
How long do we have to live here, Daddy?
Well, your mother and I, we have to finish fixing this house.
Carl was driving on Rural 86 during the storm. Do you remember that storm? He was up in the boons when he lost control of the car. He went over a guardrail and went down a ravine. He was hanging there the whole time. Hours. Upside down, tangled up in his seatbelt. And that's how he died. This was the night after the burial, you see. I felt the water on my cheeks, and I heard the car horn. And then I looked up at the ceiling, and there he was, hanging there.
This is what I'd like to do. I'd like to look around your house. I'd like to set up some equipment. I'd also like to sleep in that room tonight. I can't promise I'll include your story in my book.
Oh, of course.
But it's possible. And I thank you for sharing it with me.
Come on, what are you saying? Show us. Wow.
Mommy keeps sitting on my bed at night, touching my hair, and her eyes must hurt.
Why?
Because she doesn't blink.
Open it! Mr. Dudley says this is a master key, so it's supposed to open any door in the house.
Something was moving. I saw the shadow under the door.
I just break it down.
Where's the freaking key?
Don't say that word.
You say it. The keys never work.
I know you don't need me to tell you this, but
Something's
literally
moving.
everything is an emergency with Nell.
I know, but she sounded rough.
Cheryl,
Rougher than usual. She said it was about Luke.
then call Luke.
I did.
Damn.
Nell?
Daddy.
Honey, are you okay? What time is it?
Do you remember the bent neck lady?
Yes.
She's back.
I was waiting for that.
Okay. Where are you?
I'm at home. In bed.
I want you to go to Stephen Lee's. I'm going to drive to Orlando and get a flight to LA. Steve's closest. You go to him.
Okay, now I'll see you there tomorrow.
Good night, Daddy.
You're not going to do something stupid here, are we? It was taking us back. She's gone back.
Get Get up. We gotta get out of here right now.
Why?
Quietly, quietly. We're gonna run. I'm gonna carry you. You keep your eyes closed no matter what you hear. You don't open them.
Told you we'd look.
Get back in the car!
I saw Abigail in the window! She was in the window! What's happening? Where's Mom? I thought I saw her upstairs!
That's not Mom!
What about Mom? Dad! We can't leave Mom! Dad! Dad!
Jesus.
He's in the red room.
Wow. Okay, that's creepy.
There used to be a stop sign there until recently, yes?
I don't know. I think so.
A four-way stop without a sign is bound to have a few near misses. Probably just noticing the car horns now because you're not sleeping as well. Things you used to sleep through. It was a big storm the night he died. One of the biggest you've seen in a long time.
Yes.
He's giving you explanations.
You just didn't notice the water damage because of all the paneling.
And the man I saw hanging from my ceiling?
The water and the car horns. You'd be picturing how he died as much as you wouldn't want to.
I saw him.
When you push that stuff down, it comes out at night. You couldn't help it. A ghost can be a lot of things. A memory, a daydream, a secret. But in my experience, most times they're just what we want to see.
Look, I get that things haven't exactly been going well with your writing, and when you said you wanted to do a book about the house, I understood that, but this is...
I sent you guys the manuscript in case you had any objections.
Nell, Luke, Theo, they were just kids. The things they told you in
I'm
confidence...
clear that they were kids.
You make Mom sound fucking crazy.
Oh, Mom wasn't crazy?
And the Dudleys, and...
Does he talk to you, Cheryl? Did he tell you what happened that night? Because all I've got are those tabloid quotes. He refuses to tell us anything else.
When he said those things, he believed them. In the moment, at least. And you never did.
Neither did you.
And now you're digging up that stuff? Now you know what I think. You publish this, you know what it costs. You know what it costs.
It's a good story. I researched your house. Did you know it was used as a hospice briefly in the 60s? He was a fan. I'll do it in a way he would have really liked.
They didn't see anything. That's not the point. My kids don't take the stand, Ross. I've been clear about that.
I had my eyes closed when we left.
You don't say anything, Stevie. It's tabloids. It's just tabloids.
It's family court. This type of stuff doesn't help in a custody hearing.
They never filed charges. I was never placed under arrest. It was a suicide. They confirmed it.
It doesn't matter. It'd just go a long way if you'd let the press near the house. You're saying you want to keep the house your wife just died in? You have any idea how that looks?
I want the gates and the doors kept locked at all times, and I want to know every day that it's empty. No staff, except for the Dudleys.
Is this the Dudleys?
What are you doing?
Arranging the china and some of the flatware.
Oh, look who it is.
Sell them. These are valuable. The staff hasn't lived on the ground since 1948.
So the people that lived here before us,
The Hills?
so they were all alone?
Oh, yes. No one will come any nearer than that. So, yes.
Where do you get the ideas for these drawings?
Yeah. Friggin' hell. It's just stood there in the dark.
I needed a good scare. Lee sent you here?
The size of
I
that
tried
place.
to tell Dad we're having some issues. Got us all listening. What do you want? What's so damn important now?
You hear me? I said it's about Nell.
I know, I just walked in and she's,
Nell was lying.
Shocking.
She wasn't in L.A. She was at the house, Steve. She's dead. She's dead.
Oh, fuck. It's not her. Ooh. Okay then, right. There was 2 or 3 little jump scares in there, but as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, I don't tend to jump very often unless it's something really unexpected. I am a horror buff and I have watched horror movies and series for years and years and years, so it takes quite a lot to make me jump. So it's why you won't see much of a response from something visual on screen, because usually what makes you jump isn't what you're seeing, it's the soundtrack that they put on it. That has got me very, very intrigued. I want to know more as to what's going on. I like that they're doing the flashbacks without it showing like it's a flashback. It just cuts to the next scene and you have to realise yourself where you are. For the first 15 minutes or so, I wasn't quite sure because it was just introducing all the characters to us, who was who, and it took me a few minutes to realise that we were watching all of them grown up from the house back whenever it was. I'm presuming it's like 10-15 years ago or possibly more, based off their ages now. So he left that night with his kids, left the wife behind who he said was no longer his wife, and we saw her in the upstairs room watching them leave in the car. And then he's had all that mess with the tabloids and the police as to why she killed herself. So they must have found a body, I'm presuming, of his wife. But as far as he's concerned, she's still in there. And the woman dancing around. And he doesn't want anyone else near the house except the Dudleys. There is way, way more to that part of the story than they're showing us currently. If these Dudleys have been the ones who've been the servants of the house, maid, whatever it is you want to call it, for all this time, it wouldn't surprise me if either it's generations of them that know exactly what's going on in the house and what it entails, or they're probably either not there, or they're not aged, or they're over 100 years old. I don't know, there'll be something like that. Or it could just be generations of it. So the little girl was the one that rung her dad and said for him to all come running. And she was right outside the house, so she's gone in. And now she's dead, so I'm presuming the father's just found that out, which is why he's telling him on the phone. And the reason she didn't stop his younger brother from robbing his ass blind is because she wasn't really there. So all his explanations that he gave to the lady who he was trying to console about her husband dying and setting all that equipment up and giving a full scientific explanation, he's now just had it stare at him in the face. I want to watch another one. I'm going to have to get another one done as soon as possible. I really like stuff like this. This was a very good suggestion from you guys. I didn't even know much about this series. It was my missus who mentioned that this was available on Netflix and it could possibly be something I put on my channel next, which is why I put it to a vote and you guys were right to do this next. It also says as well the haunting continues in 2020, so I'm presuming there's another season after this, so there's going to be more. But we are only just at the beginning. That was episode 1 of season 1 of The Haunting of Hill House. Hope you enjoyed that with me. I'll be back for another episode, guys, within a few days, and until then, please let me know what you think in the comments, and hit that subscribe, turn your notifications on so you know when the next episode will be available. So until the next one, guys, thanks very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.